everyone, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to officially launch my mock interview service. So for those of you who have been around a long time, you might know that I already run a £10 review service where I review your written work. That could be CV, supporting information essay, master's project, personal statement application, up to 5 times for £10. And I've always kept it at that price point because I'd really like my services to be approachable and something that anyone can, access. That's going to be very similar for my mock interview service. I'm ready to tell you all of the details about that. I am currently sat on the floor because we recently moved out of our 1-bed apartment and now we are in a house and there's just stuff everywhere. As well as the fact that I went on a walk earlier and I took off this hat to film this video and I thought, nah, it's not happening for me. The hat hair is just too much. So anyways, this is how it's currently being filmed, but that's not important. Let's launch straight into the details. So you might be asking, who is she? Is she qualified to be doing these mock interview services? Well, the reason I haven't done it so far is because I haven't had the confidence, the time, the knowledge to know what I'm doing and helping other people's interview, especially when I was struggling myself to get the jobs. And I've done probably up to 15 interviews across band 6, band 7 and pre-reg actually, including those years. And now I've left hospital, so I feel like it is the perfect time and I have enough information and I've got enough expertise to be able to help you. So now that I fully feel confident, that's what I'm doing. Who is the mock interview service for? Well, in particular, it's for those who are trying to get into hospital, have no interview experience, or have interview experience and have not been successful. So we're going to try and figure out what's going on there. Now, it is mainly for those who are trying to get into hospital. However, if there's anything else that you'd like mock interview help with, then just email me and I'm going to put my email in the description box below and we'll figure it out. I will let you know if I think I can help you, and I'll certainly let you know if I can't. Okay, so now that we've covered who it's for, I'm going to tell you about how it's going to run. You can either have 1 session for £40 or 2 sessions for £70. Typically, I think that the 2 session option is great because once we've done the first session, and you'll see what I mean by this, I give you a couple of days in between to try and improve whatever we've worked on, and the second session follows after that. Now, I also am launching this thing where you can get £5 back if you send me your interview questions post-interview and just let me know how it went. So that way my service can be relevant, I can have the most relevant questions, and I can be up to date with what kind of interviews are going on. Okay, so how does 1 session work? Well, 15 minutes before our allocated meeting time, I'll be sending you a drug chart. Now, the first session's drug chart is going to be quite a simple one, but it will tell me where you are clinically. 15 minutes later, and you can use whatever resources you want to kind of identify the mistakes with that drug chart, I will be joining the call and we'll launch straight into getting answers from you. So you'll tell me what you found and I will listen to you telling me mistakes found in that drug chart. I won't tell you the answers for the drug chart there and then. We're going to launch straight into interview because this is typically how a lot of the interviews work. We'll just go straight into all of the questions. Now, what kind of questions am I going to ask you? Well, they are a accumulation of all of the questions that I've had for band 6 interviews and band 7 if that's what we're going for over the years. In addition, I also add in questions that my previous client might have received, and that's what helps me, like I said, stay relevant, which is why I have the get £5 back if you tell me what your questions were. So I'll go through a list of those questions and you'll tell me your answers. I'll be jotting away notes so you don't need to write anything, and at the end of that we will then run through all of the answers. So the drug chart answers, stuff that you've missed, and then also ways in which you could have improved your answers when answering for the interview questions. Now, at the end of the session, you'll be provided with a document with all of the questions on, all the answers to the clinical drug chart, as well as stuff that you missed out. Now, this is where you can decide, do I want a second session or not? The second session will be a repeat of what we've just done in the first session, but a little bit harder in terms of the clinical drug chart, just so we can escalate it a little bit. The interview questions will be roughly the same because I want you to have had a couple of days where you've practiced, you've got the feedback from me, and I want to see an improvement. So that is typically how the service is going to run. The sun has literally disappeared and I'm like, what the hell's happening over there? Anyway, this is British weather, but let's move on. So as you guys know, the £10 review service has stayed that price the entire time. I'm not going to change it because I still want that service to be very, very accessible, and it doesn't involve any interaction between me and you other than online. So that price is staying the same. But this interview service, it is going to be £40 for an hour and £70 for 2 sessions with £5 turned back to you if you submit your questions. I don't know why I'm trying to justify the price. To be honest, I just never want anyone to be feeling ripped off. And if your sessions are shorter for whatever reason, for example, you don't need that up to 2 hours, you just need an hour and a half, you will get that money back from me, because I you know me, I just can't, like, I'm not business minded. I'm just out here trying to help. And I think this is a reasonable price for the hour that we're spending together. So that is kind of my justification. Yeah, so that is literally it. And what else was I going to say? Oh yes, I'm always welcoming feedback. If after the session you think it could be improved in any way, please do let me know. But yes, this is the official launch of my mock interview service. I'm really glad and happy to be doing it because, yeah, I'm away from hospital now. I'm an external person. So if you feel embarrassed answering these kind of questions about yourself to your friends or your family, like, I'm someone who has nothing to do with your life, probably. I think that's the benefits. The thing about interviews is the more you practice, the better you'll become at saying your answers. So it's all about speaking. This session, I think, is beneficial in the sense that it'll make it feel a little bit more real to you. That's all I've got to say, really. I hope that you have a really nice day today. I'm super busy at the moment. Mum life, pharmacist life. I want to vlog. I want to do more videos, but it's just a lot. Like, I just feel so, like, it's a lot. And I'm just trying to settle into the new house, settle into the new area, kind of just get my bearings a bit before I'm vlogging. Yeah, with a 1-year-old, it's hard, guys. It's a hard, tough world out there. But I hope you're having a great day anyway. And I've also got a summary sheet of the interview process and how my service is going to work. So if you're interested and want any more details, just email me. All right then, bye.